Hello everyone, welcome back to Mini Nublar in Jurassic World Evolution 2. As excited as I am about making a Spinosaurus habitat that's going to have an airstrip in it, we're gonna do something else for this episode, but it's a secret. Ooh, she says as if this video doesn't have a title and thumbnail. So if you want to see the Spino habitat, you're just gonna have to subscribe, I guess. Smooth. In the previous episode, we made our 4 movie-inspired raptor enclosures, and people were going absolutely mental over the notifications. But you know, I am personally blind to all of these notifications, but I am not insensitive to the plight of those who are not. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into settings, gameplay, and we're gonna switch off the individual like building icons. So there, see that right away gives you some inner peace, I hope. This thing at the top though, that's kind of there to stay. However, as a professional YouTuber, I have a solution for that. And there you have it. Pro YouTuber move. I don't know. Is that better? I don't know. Let me know. Anyway, I got rid of the wall surrounding the path because people were like, safety? We don't even know her. What else? Oh, the building right by the Innovation Center is styled, oh god, I'm in the trees, is styled as a Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville, you know, to the best of my ability. Sort of went with the color scheme of the logo. We finally have a Domino's in the park. That's been requested pretty much every single video. And the buildings in the actual habitat, as Blue walks in front of it, are colored the gray for concrete, blue, white, and black per request. Oh, and we have a goat feeder in the raptor arena, so we can see some bloodshed, and we also have the Biosyn fountain, which is a hoop for the raptors to jump through. So there's that. All right, great suggestions. That was a really big intro, and I'm sorry, let's go make more safety hazards. And we're gonna be finally working on, oh yeah, I don't know, let me know, how do you feel about this? I don't know. So they're like little waterfalls and the rocks are like supposedly the frothing water. I did a thing, I don't think I like the thing, but let me know how you feel about the thing. I feel like I might personally resent the thing with all of my being. What we're gonna do with the thing though is it's gonna be part of like this massive canyon enclosure. We're gonna have zip lines going over it, so I feel like that would be a good place to start. And what I want to do is I really don't want to have too much distance between them because I don't want the towers to get ridiculously tall, which they do have the tendency to do. Maybe like that. Let's see. It's already becoming quite tall. Sorry. There. No, that's not ridiculously tall. Like when you go the maximum, this one isn't even the maximum distance, by the way. Okay, so that's one. And I think I want to have 2. I think I also want to have one over here. Now here we're gonna do something different. That's not where they are. There they are. I really, you know what I resent? There's not a lot about this game that I resent, but there is something about this game that I resent, and that is that I can't do that. You know, that it should be a thing, and it's not a thing, and it makes me so mad. Anyway, I don't have issues. I do really want it to go by the thing, though. Hold on, how about that? It's gonna get really tall, but it is what it is. I don't know why I did that. We're gonna change him though. There. So you're sort of, you know, flying towards what's gonna be the JP3 Pteranodon aviary. Okay. Now, let's go with the layout of this valley. So what I was thinking is, am I just gonna be like poorly replicating dinosaur sounds this entire video? I don't know, stay tuned. I think if we just go with concrete, it's sort of, and this so far has only been tested in my head, but I'm kind of thinking that maybe it'll enhance the the vertical feeling of the valley, if you know what I mean. Like, I give it some actual height, because obviously with unmodded gameplay, we're dealing with a fair few limitations. So let me look at that. I do think it gives it like some sort of cliff face illusion. So we're just gonna follow it neatly over here as well. The urge to bork like a velociraptor is strong, but I'm resisting it for you. I do so much for you guys. Oh god, I hate myself. Anyway, this is very satisfying though, just like curving this fence. This is therapeutic. This is what I play this game for. I don't play it for the dinosaurs. I play it for the therapy. I'm not gonna imitate that one. That's all you, boo. That's all you. I leave that all up to you. You're gonna do it again? Yeah, you are. Go on then. I mean, nobody does it better. Now you might be wondering, Evo. I don't know why it came out like that. You might be wondering, Evo, why are we not just doing the Spino habitats? We want the Spino airstrip habitats, because that's a cool idea, and you're totally right. Well, I think it's gonna be maybe over here. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet, so that's point one. But point two, I feel like with these enclosures, I'm kind of muddling the concept of this park build for you guys, I think. Because I saw a lot of comments where people are really like, oh, now we gotta recreate this, we gotta recreate this. Oh, the East Dock sign shouldn't be in the raptor enclosure. It has to be in the Dilophosaurus enclosure. You have to recreate the Nedry scene, you know, yada, yada, yada. It's all recreate this, recreate this, recreate this. And that's not the point of the park. And I said that in earlier episodes, but I totally get that, you know, it is now getting a little bit messy, because we spent like we spent 2 episodes working on that raptor habitat, which is full of Easter eggs and stuff like that, and I think people were starting to misunderstand the point of this park. We are not shrinking Nublar literally. Obviously, I feel like, yeah, come on. We're not pretending that this is actually Nublar. We're not recreating Jurassic Park. We're not recreating Jurassic World. We're making our own original park on an island that is just shaped like Nublar. And we're taking some inspiration from the movies, but we're not recreating anything. So, yeah. So that's why I felt like we should just do something different in this episode. To sort of reel it back in, you know, reel it back into its true identity. Okay, that's pretty decent. Now this is massive. That's what she said. Anyway, oh my god, I need to stop myself. I think I should separate it into 2. I'm gonna do something really ugly, but this needs to be done. I need to ride the zip line. I need to know, you know? I need to know. I need to know what we're dealing with. So I'm just uglily connecting it so I can ride it. Alright. Okay. She's thinking. Right. This is pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Oh, I do like that. I think maybe put like invisible fence in here and separate it. Blech. There. I think that's going to be the least. Look at him go. What are you even doing here? Let me disconnect it so they stop doing that, because it's bothering me already. Yeah, okay. So we have a smaller habitat and we have a bigger habitat. I think the big one is gonna be Carnotaurus. I know that I feel like people are gonna be commenting that it should be like a herbivore valley, and I would agree that sauropods would be kind of cool, but since, you know, there's so little, like, actual flat space, and I don't like how the sauropods just look silly and out of place, when they're, like, trying to climb these steep hills. You know what I mean, right? They just, it doesn't look right, okay? I'm trying to make an analogy that's not going to offend. Oh, you know what? Here, I have an analogy for you. Seeing like an old lady with a walker on a treadmill. It's like, sure, okay, you could. It's, yeah, like, okay, but should you? Is that what the doctor advised, you know? And that's what, what sauropods on a hill are giving me in this game. So we're not gonna take that route. I just put an image in your brain and you're welcome. Actually, it's kind of a cute image now that I think about it. Anyway. So we're just messing up with the texture on this. We're gonna be adding like foliage and stuff as well. This should be a fairly easy enclosure. I feel like every time I say that though, it ends up being the opposite. Okay, so like with the teeny tiny brush, we're gonna like add some life into this. Obviously, it's gonna be very light on trees. Make it just feel very different. This is cool though. This already... She puts like... she puts down a couple of bushes and she's like, oh yeah, my job's done. Well done. I am a park building genius. Oh my god, speaking of park building genius, in case you missed it, which is, you know, shame on you, you don't have your notifications turned on. But last Sunday we did like a really fun stream where I looked at parks and just habitats and guest areas built by you guys, like submitted in the Discord, and there was so much cool stuff. Like, I am blown away. You guys are amazing, and it just makes me realize even more so what a privilege it is that even though you are massively talented park builders, you still choose to watch my videos. So thank you. I felt very inadequate after that stream. I was like, should I retire? Should I? But yeah, it was super, super amazing. And I got so many ideas, honestly. I'm really gonna have to make a folder with screenshots so I can like draw inspiration from that. It was so good. It is a 3.5 hour long stream. So if you don't want to watch that after the fact, understandable, have a good day. But honestly, you could try skipping through it a little bit. There's so much good stuff in there. And at the point of recording this video, the Discord channel where everyone sent their submissions is also still up, so you can still check that out. And I highly recommend that you should, because there's so much inspiration in there, and it's both modded and unmodded. And yeah, you guys are amazing, and super, super happy with how many people participated and how many people watched and enjoyed that stream. It was so good. Okay, so I just had to get that off my chest. I think I'm gonna add like a little bit. That actually looks quite nice. Make it a little bit more red. Work. Yeah. Oh, I like that. And it still like keeps the texture of the rock. This is good. The bar, I've set the bar really low for myself. Yes, mixing two textures. That is the epitome of creative park building. Well done, Eve. But that looks better. Am I just crazy? No. I am crazy, but that does look better. Okay, cool beans. We are gonna add some trees, obviously, but let's start with Dwayne's. Let's Dwayne it up in this place. Okay, so what I want to do is like where you fly towards the fence, I want to sort of break up the fence a little bit. Not literally, because that's where, you know, lawsuits happen and death. Which, you know, the lawsuits are the worst part of it, let's be honest. But yeah, you don't want people to feel like they're just flying towards a concrete wall, you know? So I'm putting some rocks in front of it, and then we're also gonna add some of our king bushes, some trees. Just so, you know, it feels a little less like, oh yeah, wow, that's just a big concrete wall. You know what I mean. I mean, you guys are apparently master park builders. Of course you know what I mean. Oh, God. Stop barking! Stop screaming! I don't really know what to talk about. Like, I'm literally just placing rocks. It's not like there's a technique to it. I can't really wax poetic about it. Other than just make a lot of Dwayne The Rock Johnson jokes. But you know, we've been there. We've done that. Oh, I could talk about what I... Oh, by the way, yeah, this is something I could talk about as I place rocks. You know, sort of hypnotize you with the rock placements. You might have noticed that the channel hasn't been very active this week. If you have noticed, congratulations. But you're just totally right. I'm like on what I have come to call a semi-vacation. And what that means is I don't want the channel to like go completely dry in terms of content for a couple of weeks while I get some much needed rest. So what I've decided that instead of just taking like a full-blown vacation and not making any content for 2 or 3 weeks, I'm like temporarily minimizing the amount of content on the channel. So what that means is that you're still gonna be seeing, you know, Mini Nublar, obviously. Here we are. I'm gonna be doing a video or multiple videos, haven't decided yet, but there's gonna be like prehistoric planets related content next week for obvious reasons. But oh, and streams, don't worry, streams are happening. But other than that, it's gonna be a little bit quiet for just a few weeks, just so I have a bit more spare time to actually take on, you know, some projects. Because, for example, yesterday I just I repainted my bedroom. That happened. You know, stuff like that. I don't really have/make time for things like that when I should. So yeah, like a little announcement for you guys. So don't worry, this is not like a permanent dialing back of the upload frequency of the channel. Nobody was worried. Everyone was like, oh my god, thank god she's finally stopped uploading a bleep ton of content. Literally nobody was worried. But I'm just informing you lovely folks that, yeah, just for like maybe another 2 weeks, there's just gonna be a little less content on the channel. But don't worry, we'll be back with an absolutely obnoxious amount of content in Jurassic June. Heck yeah. Maybe I should stop with the rocks, she says as she selects another rock. I feel like, you know, a couple more of the small rocks. There, just like... It could be cool if, obviously with these, if we make like a little... Here. Almost like a bridge. Almost. It's kind of cute. I don't hate it. Something like that. Yeah. Okay. Cool beans. All right. So as I was saying, we're gonna hide this concrete a little bit more. We're gonna grab the king first. There. Just put in a bunch of those, because obviously they do the mostest. Just fly over here, put them over here as well. A bush has never bushed as good as these bushes bush. Can you tell I've been consuming a larger than normal amount of fizzy drinks, of non-branded, non-sponsored fizzy drinks? Can you tell? I feel like just yesterday I lived off the fizzy drinks, because as I was like, you know, repainting my bedroom, I was just drinking constantly. Not the not of the alcoholic kind, obviously, because you know that's dangerous. You know what? You know what's always funny about when you paint like in your house, and when you're done, maybe this is just me, but when you're done and you have to take like the paint and the paint rollers and all of the stuff that you use, like the newspapers with like drips of paint on it. You have to take all of that outside to dispose of it. But you walk through the house holding this stuff like you're holding like a live landmine or like you found a World War II hand grenade in your backyard and you're just holding it like and you're walking through the house like, don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it. Is that just me? It like fills me with a special sort of dread. Sorry. Little story time with Eve. I don't know what I'm on about, folks, honestly. See, that looks way better. That looks so good. I've lowered the bar so far for myself. I'm so proud of myself. I've done nothing. You know what I was thinking about, though? Like, I've been, like, trying to take sort of a vacation for, like, months. But I could never bring myself to do it, especially because the channel was doing so well and I really felt like I just had to keep going, But it just sort of hit me last week that, you know, we're like midway through May already, and we know that stuff is coming in June. We don't know when, but we know stuff is coming, right? So it's really not gonna be long until we hear about what that's going to be. It's really, like, we're really close to getting to that, that period of just, you know, waiting for news from Frontier. Because even though we're not gonna get a DLC for the 30th anniversary, we do know that, we're getting an update that relates to the 30th anniversary, right? And we also know that updates and DLCs come at the same time. Let me see where I can squeeze these in. They're my favorite. So, you know, the free decorative update for the anniversary and whatever mysterious unnamed DLC is coming alongside it, they're gonna come at the same time. That's just how they do it, right? Since the free update is related to the anniversary, I mean, it would only make sense that, you know, it's coming somewhere around the anniversary, right? So the anniversary is, depending how you look at it, either the 9th or the 11th. Like, the 9th, it went into, like, the official celebrity premiere in the United States. And the 11th, it went into premiere for the general public, as far as, like, a quick little Google search told me. Dinosaur Fest. Oh, God. Who? Oh, no. Okay, how much do you want to bet that is one of the Tiger Striped Raptors? It isn't! Well, what's your excuse for phasing through the walls? Because, like, with these guys, I sort of get it, you know? They're so compacted in here that when they do, like, a little animation, they just phase through the wall. But these guys have space. I completely forgot what I was talking about. Oh, no, right. Oh, frick. He's selecting the wrong one. So, yeah, so either the 9th or the 11th of June is the anniversary, the 30th anniversary. Unless they've declared that they're celebrating the anniversary on a different specific date, I don't know, but whatever. Early June is what I'm saying. Like, the end of the first week of June is when the anniversary is likely going to be. So that's around that time. It's also likely that we're gonna get that free update and the mystery DLC. So that's already quite close. Because it is the 18th today. Let that sink in for a second. Assuming, okay, this may be a little bit too much of too many assumptions maybe, but we are sort of assuming that the DLC is going to be an expansion. Expansions are generally announced quite a bit ahead of their release. I don't know off the top of my head, but I think the expansions, the Malta and Dominion one, were announced at least 2 weeks in advance. I think one of them even 3 weeks in advance, as in before they actually released. So if that is how Frontier does that, which does seem to be the case, then we're gonna have an announcement really soon. And that just hit me. Like, okay, so I just need to take a vacation now while I still can. Because obviously once that announcement is gonna happen, you know, I gotta work. So yeah, so that's why I just randomly took a vacation. That was a really long story, which just circled back to mommy needs some time off. It's blowing my mind right now. I feel like I'm freaking high on sugar and caffeine. I should not. Oh my god. I feel like I'm going crazy over here. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm sorry. I still have like traumatic flashbacks from the, what was it? The second episode when I built this. I was so tired. I was so sleepy. I was so quiet. It was an absolute nightmare to edit because it was just nothing. She was giving nothing. Like, yes, queen, give us nothing. And I'm just scared of that happening again. Like, every single episode, I feel like the rambling just gets worse. Anyway, oh god. This is obviously just a really simple habitat. You know, it pales in comparison to what we did for the velociraptors, but again, fret not. We're gonna go all out with that Spinosaurus, like airstrip inspired habitat. Initially, my plan initially for the Spinosaurus was very different. It was gonna be, oh, I might as well show you. Hold on, I'll show you. It'll be like a little teaser, a little preview. I'm such an obnoxious person. I'm so sorry. That's good though. That's good though. That's good. Not me being obnoxious. I meant what's happening over here is good. So initially, this was just going to be the Spinosaurus habitat, like using the lagoon. But I don't remember whose comment it was off the top of my head, but I'll put it in the video here. Someone had, actually 2 people I think, had the brilliant idea to do a airstrip, like abandoned airstrip within the Spino habitat. I thought that was just so cool. So that's what we're gonna do. So now I'm sort of left with, oh my gosh, you guys can help. You guys can help. Okay, so comment down below. Like, this is gonna be, I'm gonna draw it for you. Literally, like, here's gonna probably be like buildings, probably towers, viewing towers. And then this, the SandBrush is doing the absolute minimum right now. But like everything within this circle is gonna be, it's gonna be habitat. What should go in here? It's not gonna be the Spinosaurus. Spino is gonna be forced to live out its unnaturally unlimited lifespan on an airstrip. You know, forever. Oh my god, that's like. It's like the nightmare, like forever waiting for your flight. That's never gonna happen. Oh, the tragedy just sort of writes itself. But yeah, what should we do in there? What species? A lot of people have been commenting that I should replace this circle with a lagoon. This episode is all over the place. For starters, it's too small. And yeah, we could make it bigger, but then it becomes too... I don't want to do that. We are going to have a lagoon, but like smart people, the lagoon is going to just be completely landlocked and safe, so the animal cannot escape. So yeah, let me know. Alright, she goes back in there. Let me know what we should do with this bit. Just go off in the comments. You can do one species, multiple species. You can give me a theme for what we should do with it. Just... give me your ideas is essentially what she's asking. Oh, also, I think in an earlier episode, I said that I was going to have a tour go through this canyon. I decided against that, as you can clearly see. Am I going to explain my decision? No. These are cool plants, though. I don't use these enough. This is so cool. Oh, no. Hold on. Stellar. Let's do more at the end here. Hide this really funky, still not sure how I feel about it, water situation. Like, when you look at it, like, from a really great distance, it looks okay. Like, if you had to guess, you'd say, yeah, I think that's waterfalls, but then it's like, oh no. Oh no! Oh, it's cursed! It's so cursed! Frontier, this is what you drive us to do, okay? This is what you do to us. This is how you torture us. This is the madness that you drive us to. I shouldn't be embarrassed, you should be embarrassed. It looks okay, it looks pretty cool. I feel like it needs something special though. Hold your freaking horses. What if we chuck either this one or this one in here? Oh, would that work? No, that would have been so fun. Because then you can like see the people flying overhead. No. Not gonna lie, Frontier, I feel like this should have worked. I'm still mad. I'm still so mad. Like, oh my god, the day that I install mods, this is gonna happen. Like, this exact shit. This looks so mind-blowingly good, and it makes me inexplicably, incomprehensibly angry that they made it so that it cannot do that. Frontier, I'm not mad, but I understand now how my parents feel when I disappoint them. Because, come on! That would be so effortlessly amazing. And I'm gonna stop talking about it now. But, whew! I'm gonna see if I can maybe we'll shrink, we'll shrivel down the river. Please, 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 please. Oh, did I see it turn blue somewhere? Ah! No, I know what he's gonna do. I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna flatten the frick out of that. I guess we have no choice. Yeah, there you go. We can rebuild him. You know what? Oh, you know what's cool? No, it's stellar. If I recall correctly, this is a little too tall, like the concrete base there, so this is better. What are my other options? I think this works really well. Here, you can look down. Yes. Okay, so this needs... Okay, so now that we've done this, we need to give this a little TLC. I really don't want them to be able to see, like, the absolutely hideous waterfall, so we're gonna hide that. Like, we're hiding a body. Okay, so if we go in here, show view. Yes! Okay, and we can eat. Yes, okay, this is good. Okay, I'm not gonna have time to do, like, all 4 radiating guest sections here, right? Because there has to be a guest section at every single zipline point. We're not gonna be able to do that because somehow I managed to stuff 52 minutes worth. I stuffed 52 minutes with just rock placement. So we're just gonna build this one. I also had the idea of using, where is it? Here. Of using these as park transportation. It doesn't really make much sense anymore though, because this is such a small area that we should probably save it for this. And really just have like stations everywhere, because we're not gonna have monorail stations going around. What I did also realize is that it's now a dead end unless you take the zip line. But I don't feel like a park would ever force guests to take a zip line because, you know, because of the whole grandma with a walker thing. You can't put grandma with her walker on a zip line. So I need to figure something out about that. I think a hyperloop is going to be the way to go. I initially thought of adding a ramp over here. I guess I still could. But then, like, this space is already quite small, and I don't want to lose this space to a ramp, because it's quite a big height difference. So I think we're going to have to go with hyperloops. And I prefer to use this thing for that, because it has a really low profile, so you can hide it quite well. Here, now from the ground perspective, you don't really see that this building is just really not normal. That's cute. Okay, I'm just like trying to figure stuff out. I'm sorry, sometimes I'm just so good. Alright, I'm just doing like some random stuff with the path in terms of like cutouts and adding in different colors. After last Sunday's live stream and seeing some of the park builds that the community has done, I do want to like get back at some point for at least one park to the Crazy Path Lady days where like the whole park layout was just thought out in advance and it's just beautiful and symmetrical and it's not, I don't know, some sort of weird take on modern art or whatever this is supposed to be. I do want to get back to that at some point, but it's not something I can just manufacture on the spot. So for now, this is the reality of the situation that we're in. Hello, Editing Evo here. So I was dutifully rambling away as I was building off this. I just slapped my microphone. I'm sure he deserved it, and I'm also fairly certain he secretly likes it. But I was just talking as I was building. But really, this episode is just becoming so long already that I just decided to speed build the frick out of this part. I mean, you've seen me place rocks and trees at this point quite extensively during this episode, so I think you understand the process here, which is just chuck in as much stuff as the frame rates can handle. Alrighty, I think that's gonna do it for now. I'm gonna chuck the CARNOs in here, and again, I'm gonna leave this open to you guys' suggestion. What should go into this, like, last bit of the valley? Why am I now sort of visualizing it as a colon, with this being the appendix? That's the most disgusting thought that has ever crossed my mind. I wish I could say that was true, but it really isn't. It was really more of a hyperbole. So what we're gonna do is, I think we're gonna do the demon one. And you know what? To please the masses, I'll throw in a Toro as well. I know you guys. I got you guys. And we're gonna do one more, and I think we're gonna make it green and then sort of like pretend that this is the camouflaging CARNO from the Lost World. So that's the three that are gonna go in here. Remember, give suggestions for what's gonna go into this exhibit and what we're gonna put into like the end of the valley. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and until next time, enjoy the game.